out of my class.
Well, you're about to finish, right?
No. Anyway, I guess I was boring, whatever. Anyway, the point is, the journey changes us and puts us in touch with our real feelings, or what we're supposed to do, or what is our treasure. What's our treasure, okay? The second book that illustrated. Now, this is about Santiago. Santiago is the alchemist is about a boy named Santiago. He's a patron saint of Spain.
Yes.
And Santiago is translated English or vice versa. It means James, who was an apostle of Jesus. And Santiago was also called the killer of the Moors. The Moors were the Muslim North Africans that invaded Spain, but gave them the best 800 years they ever had. They put in aqueducts and brought water and made Spain beautiful and green, which it is not today. They established schools of translation because the Moors, the Muslims from Arabia, nobody knew this, had gotten from the Greek period on, they collected books and made a big library in Baghdad.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought to the West, Spain, then France, England, Arab poetry, which was love poetry, and in verse. And they brought geometry, which there was no textbook about this, but they had it in Baghdad. They brought it through the schools of translation into France. And this is how the West got geometry, which it was really terrible. I got a D in geometry. But anyway, those people who are good in math, I'm sure you like it a lot. Anyway, so that's about this young boy. So they gave a lot of good stuff. Now, he was young, he grew, he found his treasure. He didn't know it, he thought it was a physical treasure. It was love, right? In this book, which is also a wonderful movie, Angelina Jolie's father plays the lead, Eddie, an old mechanic at an amusement park. This guy's 83 years old, Eddie, the hero of this book, and he, obviously, it's not going to take a lot of time to figure out love, but he does have a love, but she died 30 years before. But his treasure that he has to find is his value. He always thought he was a nothing person. I just fix the tracks and take care of the amusement park rides, and that's all. I always wanted to leave the park, Luna Park in Coney Island, but he never could leave, and he didn't understand why he couldn't leave. But it was his destiny to stay there and keep the children safe. And that's what he learns, not on earth, but after he dies. Because the name of the book is The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. Right? It's a wonderful book, wonderful movie, and one of the main ideas there is we are all connected. Even people you didn't know somehow touched your life in the past. And that's what Eddie has to learn, his worth and his value as a person. Okay? So those are the 2 books I recommend. And I want to just spend a minute, and this is the movie, it's really great. If you ever see it, a chance, please see it. There you go. Okay, but I want to talk about this poem because in order to go on a journey or a voyage, or a sea voyage like Odysseus, right? Or, poor boy in The Alchemist, Santiago, walking across the Sahara Desert to the pyramids, right? You have to have roads. So there's all kinds of roads, okay? On the back of this, here's some roads. This is a road by Dante, 13th century. He wrote the Divine Comedy. Comedy doesn't mean ha ha ha. Comedy just, in that time, in Italian, it just means a story. Divine, and it also involves a journey from the earth. He gets taken to hell, and then finally he can go up to heaven. He's got a guide whom he loves. It's a beautiful lady called Beatrice. Okay? And then there's this other journey that I'm sure you have heard about, the long and winding road. It's another road, okay? And it makes sense. In the road, the long and winding road, the speaker keeps going away, but keeps coming back. Something draws him back to your door, his love. So the door, he wants the lady to open the door and welcome him again. He goes away, comes back, you know? Again, everything's about love. In literature, in life, it's all about love, okay? And so then, the pièce de résistance, the best part, is Robert Frost. As some of you may know, my subject in grad school was French poetry. My degree is really in French literature. And even though the Korean government does not let me teach French, not me, it's everybody. You can only teach your first language here in Korea. I said, I was a professor in the best university of America, according to this year's evaluation, for 12 years before I came here. Too bad you can only teach English. Okay, no problem. Literature is literature, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so this is a poem by a beloved American poet, Robert Frost. And I want to tell you why I'm telling you, I chose this poem because I looked at this picture and somehow it really just got me. I went, oh my God, what a great picture. The fall, yes. This is the road not taken. Yes.
My picture.
Yes, well, I was just about to say that. And where did I find this picture? On a YouTube that Mr. Moon sent me. He took this picture.
It's a 청평. Yeah.
Yeah. He took this picture, but I didn't know that. I just saw it and I went, I was like, you know, sometimes when you hear a song or you see a movie or something, physically your heart opens, it turns out, or a song. Oh, there have been songs like that too. Everything opens and you feel euphoric. No dream state, no alpha state, whatever. It just takes your breath away. And I said, that is the picture for this poem. So I decided to give you this poem, The Road Not Taken, which is a very negative title. I know you read this in high school. I saw your textbooks, I know. But I don't think your teacher could explain it that well. Anyway, so what's the story? Very simple. It's a road. You know, now you know. Click, 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 click. Anytime you see road, travel, road trip, American movies are all about road trips. Going west, okay? We don't want to go east back to England. West is the future. West is the future. Right? Now is the Pacific Rim era. We don't go, of course we like to see the old cathedrals in France and England, but the future is Asia. And all the road trip movies and books go west. Yes, yes. Anyway, so what's happening in the poem? Somebody's walking, they come to this point, there's two roads, right? So the poet looks, I looked as far as I could see in this one. Where's it go? How about this one? I don't know. I don't want to choose. I don't want to choose. Because every time we choose one thing, we lose another. And it's like the internet. For more information, go here. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, go here. Click, click. And then this person said, oh yeah, click, click. Right? All right? To see where this is today, click. Oh, where did I start? You know? We got lost. It's the internet, but not the internet. It's a road. So, sorry, I could not travel both. Say it. We always give up something, and we never know what could have been. How do we choose? Well, I looked, but I took the other because, well, it looked better. Just as fair. Fair in English poetry with Shakespeare means beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah. Every fair from fair sometime declines. Everything beautiful goes down. Okay. And why did you choose that one? Well, perhaps it was grassy and it wanted somebody to walk on it. But actually, both roads had lots of footsteps on them. And both, in the third stanza, I thought it didn't have many steps. It wanted me to walk on it. It needed more walking. But actually, no, they're kind of the same. I just felt this intuition. I just thought I better go on that road. And I'll show you another picture later. And then, as the final reason to choose that road, there's a reason your children all gave you, right? Why did you do that? Right? Oh, he says, I kept the first for another day, which I translate in my poor Korean into kunyang. Just, right? Sometimes you ask your children, and why?
Yes.
Why did you do that? Oh, just. I just wanted to. Just right. Yeah. I just felt like it, you know. Well, in other words, there's no mental reason to choose. It was my feeling, which is okay, because in The Alchemist we read we should trust our feelings. That's God's intuition pushing you to do this or that. Okay, okay. And I went on my way, But I doubt it, I guess, in reality. But I guess I'll never have a chance to do the other one. But it's okay. And then last stanza, reflection. I shall be telling this with a sigh. This is a mysterious poem. What kind of sigh is that? What kind of sigh? I should have married that guy. Or I should have stayed in my own country. It's easier. Or, hey, this is great, yay! I came here, whatever. We don't know, he doesn't tell us, but he tells us there is going to be some future that I'm going to decide was it good or not to choose that road. Not yet. No, I have to have experience first, all right? And then he begins to think again, 2 roads, and I took the one less traveled by. Oh, new experience. And that has made all the difference. Is it a good difference or a bad difference? We'll never know, because we never know what the other could have been. So it's about choices, and just follow your heart. It's nothing to do with the head. He tries the head. Well, okay, yes, many people walk there, it's all blah, blah, and this still has leaves, and I don't see many footprints, so I should take this one. It doesn't work. The intellectual doesn't work. It's about the heart. So, definitely the heart. You follow your heart, and hopefully you'll get a good future. I should be telling this in the future. And that's how I met your father. And that's how I met your mother, right? I just, wasn't that lucky? Yeah, it was great, That's why. My mother decided to take a Portuguese class in graduate school, Columbia University, and my father was there. Wow, amazing, right? My middle name is Portuguese. Esperança. It's true.
Esperança.
It means hope. Yeah. Wasn't that lucky? Maybe. Yeah, I think she thought it was lucky. Whatever. Anyway, that has made all the difference. So the point is, follow your intuition, follow your heart. I have a paper there, it didn't come out, it's somewhere in there. Steve Jobs, he says the same thing. He says we can never be sure. Follow your intuition. Did she leave?
Yeah, she had another appointment.
Oh,
She
never
wanted to
gave her,
disturb you.
never gave her a hug, but that's okay. I mean, goodbye. Anyway, but so thank you, Mr. Moon, for the picture. Yeah. Inspired me.
Is my copyright?
That's a nice.
Okay.
Copyright,
Everybody.
exactly.
Please write photo by Moon Sung
Yeah.
Sung Yeol.
Okay.
Photo C.
Okay.
Copyright.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry.
That's your right.
I
Copyright
used
is your right.
used without permission. Do I have your permission to use it? Okay, just okay. Used with permission. I need. Okay. So thank you. Boy, today was really good. You know, when
Very
we
nice.
work together, we
Amazing.
really.
Well, you can send me
Wow.
about your books. You like the books you
You want to say
Yeah.
anything?
Oh no! Oh.
No sale?
Jenny?
Actually, I'm into the children's book.
Oh,
really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Angelica
I'm
said,
so sorry. You weren't pushy enough. You didn't, you didn't say you had something. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what kind of books?
Amazing.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
book club now, so I read the children's book.